It's home security. Home security. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I expect you to be a fire. Except the best high-tech crew of the whole East Coast. The Corsicans, process of negotiating Marseille. They pack it in the cars and they ship it to New York. I brought the custom agent to give me the plate numbers. I'll pay a chance here. You're a hell of a sniper. We'll take them all once you're back. If I was to do this crazy shit. If my plan works, you'll get the majority and half the place in Philly right now. Shit's getting old. The white man wanted Davis to shit the hours. The ghetto wise product, the ghetto should sell it. Not the white man. I'm going to place it at for. Black economics.
You snatched your head, so that's a lesson learned. Stop snatching your head when I try to feed you something.
You made it a habit.
No, you made it a habit.
How did I make it a habit? You're the one. When you always go with the head and feel like you're going to do something wrong.
Now what, Jordan? Just because your brother ain't here?
No, just don't know what to do.
You never know what to do. Jalen, I'm not giving you none. I'm dead serious. So step off. Both of you. Oh, I need to. Oh, got like 1%. Ain't dead. Ugh. I mean, what's going on? What's the deal? No, I'm serious about it because it's your fault that you didn't try to use it.
Habit.
I made what a habit? What exactly did I make a habit?
Every time you
Enlighten us
come
all.
in her face, you're always about to do something. And it became a habit for you. I fix that because I feel like
I would never hurt you, son.
You literally do it every time you come over. Then you put your hand by my face.
Did you go pee? Where my bathroom is? You did?
Yes, I did.
You met Orbo. Thirst. Y'all that bored with each other?
Dylan's not.
Yeah, I am bored.
Because really all he does
I know what you do.
he really plays Beyblades on. That's pretty much what he does.
Watch that because somebody already watched it.
Space Jam?
I didn't watch it. You watched it full without me? Why would you do that?
I want to watch it. I just don't watch it with you. Yeah.
What? It's mine. My son needs me to take
I love
it.
you.
So what happened here? Please. So what do like it.
Nope. He ain't ruining it. And not invited to the party.
Thinking things out loud. The cabin's free when
He's
you
you.
down with their arms crossed
Yeah.
across the room. Really thanks. One, I got a kid didn't make it past the first one. Two, triple husband. That's it. Stand down there. No. You do. Maybe I want to do an encore.
Now look. He
Chocolate peel. What's touching yourself again?
She persuaded Dr. Pickett medicine.
Mommy, you shouldn't be putting in my stuff.
You put on your phone?
Yo, you let me put your stuff. Try that. And you the one touching Beyblade like it don't matter. Yes, you were. I saw you do it.
But you wanted me to do it.
No, I didn't. I never told you to
Like,
do
I
it.
forgot you told me.
I never told you
That's
to.
why you allowed the fun to me.
No, I saw you touching Beyblades, and I'm like, boy, don't try me right there. I did not do nothing. Nothing.
Nothing was telling us you hated Ben. Threatening to kill us and trying to kill your husband.
you want me to figure out something. And that's,
Jordan, just let it go.
But other times, you touched it without asking, not even asking. You just
want to play on the move. Well, be quiet. You try to get away with too. Nothing's cool for you. What you said, say it out loud.
just don't know what to do.
Your life is so gone without what you call it. You didn't play the game today?
Yeah.
Did you watch YouTube? I mean, I feel like it's like it's non-existent without Beyblades on the internet. Any YouTube would be lost.
It's all safe then. It can bring back the dead.
Listen to me and do not go there.
Mm-hmm.
There's something scary lives in the woods. No one has been allowed to enter for the past 100 years. Prepare yourself for bloody revenge.
Tiger.
Sorry for his loss. But this is not a matter for your son to entertain.
It doesn't have to be right away.
Well, too bad, so sad. You won't do it. Why do I do
I saw that. I saw that new episode. I saw that new episode. So something that new episodes about anime.
Okay. What do you want? Here. See this part there? Like this one. Like this? I have to be smart. Our target is Bear Pellegrini, the richest man in France. We know all about it. We have to make it so he can't refuse your help. Careful, this guy's extremely well protected. Your objective, make him think he's using a bad strategy. By dangling high-performing investments, the guy's blinded by money. We see this entire financial portfolio. Even when trading stocks,
they always got something
you gotta create a new identity. Get a financial expert resume. If you're convincing and persuasive for listening,
especially put him in the suit.
Financial return. We'll give you this one now, and another one the job is done.
He been working with the older man.
Okay.
I didn't even know that.
Can't screw this up. That won't happen.
Yeah, but you pushed it in my face.
That's all. Thank you.
You did?
Yes, you did. See, you just trying to give it to him. You straight pushed it to his face. And you did it unexpectedly. I didn't know you were going to do that.
Hello, Mr. Pellegrini.
Face. You know you shouldn't eat off of people. Strangers. You ain't a stranger. Not me, I'm not talking about me.
Very good, very good. Go on.
It's trying to prepare you for your week with your
Our
dad.
clients, but you should be careful of him.
Don't be eating off everybody.
Yes,
Family or not.
results. Even made
You don't want
richer,
him out.
but his methods are questionable. Well, that's great that you told me. I'll watch out. I tried to contact you, so I thought
What's
that's
this problem?
Better safe than sorry. Okay. What was his name?
I need y'all to help me in your room. Get out of here.
Corbett.
Seriously.
Okay.
Just,
Thanks. Well, of course.
just what? I'm seriously, I want y'all out. Go look sad face in your room. I don't want y'all in there. You're right. It's not wrong. What you said, baby? What you said? Now, you're going to lock in recording. Believe me. Look at him.
I'm listening. Investing in that won't work for us. I think we can do much better. How do you know about my business?
I still hear something, Joe.
No big respect, sir. It's
Oh,
my
you're
job
in the corner,
to
Joe.
well, that's one part of it.
John, I know you're in that corner.
You have the parties to make people who are rich even more rich. And I have a few ideas to share.
I know you're in
Get
that
some
corner.
about under my cover. Move.
Tell me more about this
I saw
This
it.
concert for your foundation.
Ew. Step off.
Step off.
Jordan. Holly Rose. Give
Tell me
it
more about this.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on! 180! 57, come on! Louis! He's not gonna get me! 12! Kill!
On first down, gone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air, Goff on second down. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Sponge! No!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, here's Camaro. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Yeah, baby! Woo!
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Good job. How that boy stepping up,
20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, it's Akers. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 25. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Vincent Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 79 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Camara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Rowe. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25.
Back to throw. Rowe. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Slam, slam, slam. What?
From the gun, it's a run for Camara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Rowe, flush to his right. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This a quick pass to Davis. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Four now. Get in the right room. 57's Mike. Mike, watch the screen. Pass. Hey, watch it.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking here for Smith down. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check safety, check. Switch.
Off play action. Rowe. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
180. We won't this. Maverick roll. Titans arms.
Out of the gun. Goff. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Safety's creeping. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Fresno.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start with the option. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby. At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
There we go, Shaq. Bronco 80. Yeah, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here. Check it back.
Running with Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Saints 27, Rams.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch it, you five. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Shit, 55 to Mike. Yeah, we're close. We own them.
From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and it's 3rd down. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
We didn't need to ask around the league. But we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching.
And this is taken in at the 5. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to run with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it'll be Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Rowe. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play?
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave them with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Off the play fake. Rowe. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on third, Goff. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off play action. Rowe. And that's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Goff on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking left side, and it's complete. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Rowe. Buying time to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Airing this one out for... And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And that will be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So the false start will back them up 5. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Gone. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check.
Again, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Watch twist.
Here we go on fourth. Gone. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Okay, ready? 3 down. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Man, I got you.
And they take a knee. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What was she being punished for?
Oh, this one was right before Christmas.
Right before your mom died. Right?
Then he said it was she and the girls. Maybe Zelda knows who was being punished and why.
We heard Betty and her friends were punished by the hospital right around Christmas. Something involving art class.
That's something they love you?
Usually did. You're talking about Betty's big idea.
What do you mean?
Well, see, Betty had this wacky idea that we needed some culture for our brains, and that Carmen would be the one supplying it vis-a-vis art class.
So, Carmen, the rich one, she was the art teacher? But it was Betty. They got a heart set on making this a real class.
Real, huh?
Yeah. And that's how Carmen got with it. Stop giggling. Let's have a look at church.
I'm ready. Consider me an artiste. Okay, we've been talking about the human form. Last time we did line drawings of each other's faces. Betty did this very beautiful drawing of Annie.
Tonight we'll move on to the body. It is an ancient tradition in art